So back in 2025, the music world got a shock it absolutely did not see coming. The biggest song on the entire planet wasn't from some modern superstar. Nope, it was by an artist from the 1960s. This is the wild story of how a song totally lost to time suddenly became a global obsession.
And that's the big mystery we're going to unravel today. You've got a forgotten B-side, a super powerful algorithm, and this massive wave of pure nostalgia. So how in the world did a song from 1962 become TikTok's #1 track of 2025?
Okay, so let's meet the star of our show. The song is Pretty Little Baby by the one and only Connie Francis. Now, when this thing was released way back in 1962, it was just a B-side, another track on an album. It never hit the charts. It was, for all intents and purposes, completely forgotten.
And then this happened. In 2025 alone, videos using this song racked up over 68.6 billion views. Let that sink in. That's billion with a B. It's a number so huge, it's kind of hard to even wrap your head around. And it all kicked off from just a tiny spark.
All right, part 1, the viral spark. How does a 63-year-old song even begin a journey like this? Well, it all starts with the kind of content it got attached to.
This song just found its vibe, you know? Pretty Little Baby became the perfect soundtrack for all this wholesome, super positive content. We're talking videos of family, cute pets, flowers blooming, retro fashion, you name it. Its sweet, innocent sound was just a perfect fit for these little moments of joy.
And of course, you know what pours gasoline on a viral fire? A celebrity. When Kylie Jenner posted a video with her daughter Stormy using the song, it just exploded. A single video pulling in over 132 million views. That's the kind of boost that turns a trend into a full-blown global phenomenon.
The success was so out of nowhere that even the artist herself, the great Connie Francis, was just blown away. In an interview she gave just a few months before she passed away, she admitted she didn't even remember recording it. She said the feeling of millions connecting with her work 63 years later was, in her words, truly overwhelming.
Okay, part 2, inside the TikTok engine. So we've seen the what, but now for the how. How did this song spread so far, so ridiculously fast? Well, for that, we need to pop the hood and look at the algorithm.
The absolute key to all of this is the For You page, or the FYP, as everyone calls it. See, unlike other platforms where you mostly see stuff from people you already follow, the FYP is a discovery engine. Its whole job is to find videos it thinks you'll love, no matter who made them. And that's how a brand new account, or yeah, a 63-year-old song, can go viral overnight.
So how does the algorithm decide what to show you? It's basically running a point system. A simple like, that's 1 point. A comment gets you 2. A share is worth 3. Watching the whole video gets you 4. But the holy grail, the thing it wants to see most, is a rewatch. That's worth a massive 5 points.
And get this, every single video on TikTok goes through a little audition. It's first shown to a small test group of maybe 300 people. If that video can score at least 50 engagement points from that first group, like, say, 10 people rewatch it, boom, the algorithm sees potential and starts pushing it out to way more people. If it fails that test, well, its journey pretty much ends right there.
The big lesson here is that not all engagement is created equal, not even close. The algorithm cares way more about actions that show you're truly hooked. That's why a video with fewer likes but a ton of rewatches will almost always do better than a video with tons of likes that people just scroll right past. It's all about holding our attention.
But look, an algorithm is just code, right? It can explain the how, but it can't really explain the why. Why this song, why now? To get that, we have to look past the tech and into the human connection it sparked.
For a generation that grew up totally online, there's this really powerful fascination with the past they never even experienced. You know, a time before cell phones and the internet. This song taps right into that deep sense of nostalgia for a simpler, maybe even imaginary past.
And the algorithm is literally designed to feed this. It finds people who are into vintage styles or wholesome content and groups them into these little micro-communities. So as more people in these niches use the song, the algorithm showed it to more people just like them, creating this powerful feedback loop that just fueled the fire.
All right, part 4, rewriting the music industry. Because this whole thing didn't just stay on the app, oh no. The success of Pretty Little Baby had a huge real-world impact and basically rewrote the rules for what makes a hit song.
I mean, these numbers are just staggering.
In April, before the trend really blew up, the song had about 17,000 streams. By May, that number had jumped to 2.4 million. That is a 7,000% increase in 1 month. TikTok fame turned directly into real streams, real chart positions, and a whole new chapter in music history.
And hey, this wasn't some one-off fluke. We saw something really similar happen back in 2020 with Fleetwood Mac's Dreams, right? It shot back up the charts thanks to one viral video. It just proves that on TikTok, any song from any era can be rediscovered and become a monster hit all over again.
The whole journey is just incredible when you lay it out. It goes from a forgotten B-side in 1962 to the top of the TikTok charts in May of 2025. And what makes the story so poignant, so bittersweet really, is the timing. Connie Francis got to see this amazing revival just months before she passed away in July. By December, her song was officially named TikTok's #1 global song. What a beautiful final chapter for a true music legend.
So, what's the bigger picture here? What does all this mean? What are the key lessons from this incredible, unexpected story?
So here are the big takeaways. First, the old rules are just gone. Any song from any decade can become a massive hit. Second, the algorithm wants deep engagement. It's about making content people want to watch again and again, not just passively like. Third, never underestimate the power of nostalgia and community. They are huge viral drivers. And finally, you just can't deny it. TikTok is now one of the most powerful forces in music discovery on the entire planet.
And all of this leaves us with one last, really fascinating question to think about. The algorithm is always listening, and people are always finding these hidden gems. So what forgotten classic do you think is going to be the next to get a second life?